and welcome back to another episode of Rescue the Princess Behind the Scenes, version 2019. I'm your host, Lost Link, and today's special guest is me. And now we're going to travel back in time and take a look at the many adventures of the year that was 2019. With what was probably the best product of the year, Golden Kamui. If you haven't watched that, many people probably haven't watched it. It wasn't that popular, but anyway, I wanted to make a cosplay video of this anime because I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I tried to get as many characters as possible. It's a big group one, but yeah, we wanted to shoot it in the snow, and because the first season takes place in the winter, and yeah, we rented a car. And I guess some people drove, and then we rented a car for the rest of the crew, and we drove up there to the cottage, put all our luggage in the place, and then shot just outside and on the patio of the cottage. Yeah, it was really nice. And everyone wasn't really friends previously. I just kind of recruited everyone individually, and then everyone met up and changed into their cosplay, and then we basically, what we want to do is recreate the opening and make an original anime opening in cosplay. Actually, one funny thing about this shoot was that usually when I shoot cosplay videos, cosplayers don't really talk, they just kind of do the movements of the characters or something. But with these guys, everyone would say like the lines of the characters that they were cosplaying as we were shooting.
杉本、なんかいるぞ。どこ？あれ。あれだよあれ。
どこだ？
Okay.
足さん取っちゃダメだって。
お嬢ちゃん、はんぺんじゃないから取れないよ。知らんし。
The anime has a lot of cooking in it, so we actually used the kitchen inside the cottage and cooked up like curry and stuff. I cooked it for everyone, the great cook I am, and then we ate it. It would. Like there's like a Last Supper scene in the anime, so we tried to remake that, funnily, but yeah, it was good. That was a really good shoot, really fun.
You ready for this?
Let's go.
See, 언제든지 내 모습 magic 단 한 번에 내가 잘못 절대 기죽지 않지. 평평히 뭘 알아.
We also made a video of KDA, League of Legends, in the club. Yeah.
KDA.
Hi, my name is Mayuro. This character is Kaisa. Nice to meet you.
And who do we have here?
Hi, I'm Stella Chu, and I'm cosplaying as Ari.
Who's this?
I am Kagla and I'm Akali.
And
Hi, I am Yuriko Tiger, and cosplay Evelyn.
that was done through CosNavi, which is a company that rents out locations around Japan for cosplayers. So they had rented out a club in Shibuya, which we were also able to use, and yeah, it's a real club. We were able to change and use all the lights, change the colors of the club, and just use it however we wanted. We didn't try to remake the music video, we just want to do something original, like the characters are just hanging out in the club. We don't want to do the dance, because they're not dancers, they're just cosplayers. So yeah, we're just trying to do a little original spin, a remix, if you will. Video, so it was fun. I was also part of a cool project for Fate Grand Order. I was asked by a group of engineers actually who work on projection mapping, and they wanted to take Mash and the character from Fako and the one with the big shield, and they wanted to program the shield so that when the cosplayer, slashed it or slammed it on the ground, like a screen on the background would light up her movement and projection mapping stuff. So it's like, okay, yeah, this one just as an original project, and it was cool though because the crew was very cool. Like there was a Wasabi-san, who's a great costume maker. I also worked with him on the Monster Hunter video, and he made the cosplay and the shield, and then the programmers, put all the programming inside the shield, and then there was animators who had made the animation, and one of them was the animator who worked on Ghost in the Shell, so that was pretty cool. And then the main cosplayer was Yusan, and she's actually the official Mash cosplayer in Japan, goes to all like the Fate Grand Order PR events and stuff in the cosplay, so it was cool to work with her. It was a fun, interesting project. And then came the hot, humid summer in Japan, and I traveled over to Nagoya for the World Cosplay Summit. This year, Ed, who's like one of the managers of the World Cosplay Summit, asked if I could make a video this year. And usually I'm just outside the venue filming cosplayers, don't really get to work that much with the competitors. But this year he's like, yeah, I'll try to get you in and we can try to get some footage of the competitors. And I was like, yes, that's what I want to do. I actually got a volunteer badge this year, but that allowed me to go backstage, and basically the way we filmed this video, the teams from each country would go up on the stage and they would do their performance, and then they would go backstage, and behind the stage there's like a parking garage, loading garage bay, and there's a door that leads outside. So they would just get off the stage and then come outside like, oh, Matt's gonna take a little video of you guys, so just follow him. And they're like, okay. And then we went outside through this back entrance and then filmed in this back parking lot with absolutely no people. It's not the greatest area, but it's something that beats the crowds. There's no crowds in the way. We just filmed a little video and then they went back inside. But we were able to get all 40 competitors. I was so surprised. I didn't even realize at the time because I just kept filming and filming. It took 2 days to do it. That was really fun. And it was really cool because they had already practiced their skits and movement routines. And so for me, who makes cosplay videos, usually I try to get them to do some sort of movement. And of course, Japanese cosplayers are very shy, and it takes some work to get them to do some interesting movement besides just standing there. But these guys are just like, they know what to do. Like, oh, you guys do a little movement or something. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll just do part of our skit, So these guys are just like doing all these fast sword shit and jumping around, and then they're in their like amazing, world competitive level costumes. So it was super cool. But a cool thing was that we sent the video to the top, CEO, Japanese manager guy, I forget his name, of the World Summit, and he really liked the video, so he said, alright, next year we'll hire you to do the official video. Bam! Alright, what else happened this year? Ah yes, the Tokyo Game Show. We made a video, but the most important thing that happened was that, well, I didn't meet him, but I was about this close to Hideo Kojima. Great story. I was at the Cyberpunk 2077 booth, and they had this sweet motorbike display. I had my camera and I was recording. I was looking in the camera, I was just filming the bike, and suddenly this man got on the stage and sat on the bike and just posed like a badass. And then when I was looking at the camera, I realized it was Hideo Kojima. And I was already recording. Wow. Oh, and we also made a great video featuring Final Fantasy X boys on the beach. Titus versus Jet. Father and son battle on the beach, you know? Yeah, we had a meeting beforehand and we kind of scripted it out, like the fight scene vaguely, you know, how it would go, this is how it would start, then there would be the fight, and then there would be the ending. So this one was actually more directed by the cosplayer, Jet, because yeah, it was kind of his idea, and he wanted it to be a certain way, and so I just kind of filmed it and improvised a little bit. But a funny thing that happened during the shoot was this big group of yoga people who were doing yoga came on to like right where we were filming, and they just started sitting around the area and started doing their yoga and stretching and doing all this stuff, and we were just like, okay. And so we got to wait for them to like leave, and then we could continue filming. And then there's this family who are like camping around there. They had like a little tent, and there's this little girl, and she kept coming over and seeing like, oh, what are you guys filming? You know, in Japanese. Like, oh, I'm just making a cosplay video. Oh, cool. And like, you know, I have the camera on like a tripod, and the guys are like standing there, like acting and doing their like thing where Jet disappears, and the girl, I'm like filming. I have like the camera. I'm like a little bit away from it, and the girl is like sticking her face in the viewfinder. And I'm just like looking, seeing what we're doing, and like then we would like stand around in a circle and plan like, okay, next we're gonna do this, and she's like standing with us. Like, I don't know who this girl is, but yeah, it's kind of funny. New crew member that day, rescue the princess, maybe one day. We also did a couple other interesting videos. Let's see, we did a few videos with Shibuya Kaho, Japanese cosplayer in Japan. Some of you may know her. Actually have a couple more collaborations coming in the future. Some cosplay, some more gravure type stuff. Stay tuned. Here we are in the mall in Shibuya. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, what's this girl doing over here? And we also did two very cool, interesting midnight Shibuya Shinjuku cosplay videos. After Last Train, where the crowds die down. We bring out the cosplays and shoot without permission. The first one was Gantz with Faye Prince from Taiwan. We wanted an interesting location with cool lighting and, you know, with a lot of people in the background, so we thought, why don't we just go out past the last train and just, you know, stay out. But yeah, we able to shoot at Shibuya Crossing, which is kind of cool. And also recently we did another one with two other cosplayers. Kingdom Hearts. If you haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3, spoilers! Riku and Sora wake up in Shibuya and Shinjuku. So, you know, living here in Tokyo, we thought, you know what, we gotta make a video because we got these real locations. And so, yeah. We got in the car, we went to an underground parking garage, they changed in the car, and then we went out. It was super cold, but yeah, just kind of went around Shinjuku, the government building. There was nobody out there. It's in the video from the game, you know, it's very wet and it rained and stuff, but it hadn't rained when we were shooting, so we brought like water bottles and we started like pouring them on the ground and trying to make it look like the thing, and some people that are walking by see these two cosplayers and me with this light and like this water bottle. We're like pouring on the ground and like looking, oh, isn't enough water? What are these guys doing over there?
You know how to make me want you. Drunk again, sipping on your bath water. If only I could second slower. Drunk again, sipping on your bath.
じゃあ撮影しますのでいきますよ。はい、3、2、1。
Nice. Also this year we started a very interesting collaboration with a gravure company. for Patreon exclusives. Yeah, basically it's a company that holds shoots for girls to make money in skimpy outfits. And so we often get invited to these shooting meetings where we can take some video for Patreon and then we give them a cut. But they always have interesting locations. Like the first one we did was inside of an onsen, which is like a hot spring bath area. So they had rented out the whole building, and then they had the girls in the in the baths and in the shower rooms and the change rooms, etc. So me and Tristan went around and with our cameras went right into the women's change room and filmed some exclusive footage. Very tough day at work that was.
You give me something more. You know how to make me want you drunk again.
But besides those, we also did some other cosplay fantasy projects, many in the works. I made about 4 videos with Stella Chu when she was here. I've only put out 1 so far. But the backlog of Patreon stuff is just so big that, we gotta space it out between the cool videos and the sexy videos. Some people complained to me, telling me I've changed my image, when in fact I've only added videos and never stopped making the cool cosplay cinematics. But of course these are big projects that do cost money, so we're using the Patreon videos to support these videos. And actually an interesting behind-the-scenes tidbit about Rescue the Princess's YouTube channel is that the entire channel is actually demonetized. So I don't make any money from my videos. Speaking of Patreon, we've made an interesting collaboration with a beautiful cosplayer, model, gravure, Japanese girl named Negi. You may have seen the Elf video, I'm not sure if it's out yet, where we filmed in a beautiful light studio where she's wearing a sheer dress. And then of course on Patreon, there's the no dress version. But yeah, we're going to be making some interesting videos in the coming months. So stay tuned. And speaking of future projects, dun, da, da, one of the biggest projects that's coming, which I'm most excited for, which I was actually trying to do this year, but I had to delay to spring. Actually, 2 big projects had to be delayed till spring because of the amount of people and the scheduling is difficult and finding the location, and it's getting cold now, so we're like, okay, we should wait till spring. The big one is Hunter x Hunter. It's going to feature the Spiders, the group of bad guys from Hunter x Hunter, and of course, Gon and Killua. Also, I really want to do the suit version of them. I think it'd be so cool. Also, of course, jumping on the hype train of Kimetsu no Yaiba, which is Demon Slayer in Japanese. Everyone is cosplaying that right now, I think. But yeah, I also wanted to make a video from that. Yeah, we're planning on shooting in Fukuoka, maybe in like a nice Japanese-themed, Japanese authentic house, and yeah, doing it in the forest at night would be cool too. Get Nezuko out of the box, and yeah, I think we've got a good cast. I think, again, I kind of just searched through Twitter because there's so many cosplays right now. There's a billion choices for me to track down what I think is the best cosplays. And ask them to be in the video. And yeah, I've already got about 4 people. I was wondering if I should just stick to like a small group or try to do like the whole pillars, but yeah, anyway, we'll see. There's that one. And anything else planning coming soon? So I would like to do Final Fantasy VII, another big Zelda one day, maybe another bigger Full Metal one. Just a bunch of, dream projects, which I would like to do. If you have any requests for things you would like to see become cosplay cinematics, just let me know. And maybe we'll put them on the list, we'll consider them. And because, the list is just never ending here at Rescue the Princess. We've got projects, so many projects coming. I realize I'm quite lucky to be able to work with so many interesting people in Japan and abroad. And yeah, I'm just going to keep going and try to make the projects I would like to happen a reality. And yeah, one day I'd like to make bigger films, and I'm actually part of my own company now in Japan. We do digital marketing. I'm the video director at a company called Kaikoku. I also do a lot of videos for a new channel called Around Akiba, which we kind of cover interesting otaku-themed events and places around Akihabara or, you know, in Tokyo that have to do with otaku stuff. So, yeah, if you want to check out that channel, I'm just starting to work on it now with my buddy Tristan. And I guess that's the end of our story time. I'm Lost Link, and I'll see you in 2020 Tokyo Olympics Golden Week Comic Cat. Will you be there?
I don't know